a lot of our audience, unlike me, who wrote a book about Romania 35 years ago, many of our audience will not know much about Romania. They won't know, for example, how big the country is, how strategically important the country is, how close it is to the war going on there now, and they definitely won't know why it matters to them who wins the presidency in the upcoming elections. Please help me to educate our worldwide audience at the Global University of the Airwaves. Josefina, welcome. Tell people, how bogus was the pretext of abolishing, scrapping the last attempt to elect a president in your country?
First of all, Mr. Galloway, I'm deeply honored to be on your show, and I'm really grateful on behalf of all the Romanians and all of the journalists in Romania who should pay more attention to what's happening right now for the interest you've taken in the situation in Romania, not only now, but like you said, even 35 years ago. That was a turning point for Romania's future. And everyone, I was not born at the time, everyone hoped it would be for the better. And in large, it has been for the better. But unfortunately, nowadays, we think that democracy is being shut down in Romania bit by bit. And probably everything started with the pandemic and culminated, like you said, with the overturning of the elections. Romania has the biggest border ever with Ukraine. That is a very important point to make. Romania was amongst the first countries, and actually Romanians were the first people at the borders who welcomed the Ukrainian refugees, who housed them even free of charge, because the Romanian government never actually paid for the expenses. The funds that were allegedly going to be used for the Ukrainian refugees have miraculously disappeared, just like it's been happening with the U.S. aid from the United States of America and various other situations. So that's an issue as well. Romania has opened its Constanța port for the transit of the Ukrainian grains. Romania has opened its markets for Ukrainian products. Romania has been fully supportive of the Ukrainian humanitarian cause. But the situation right now is that people are worried, some of them justifiably so, that Romania might get involved in a clash of sorts, a military clash. Some people have spoken, especially on an international level, about the largest NATO military base being built or actually extended in Mihail Kogălnicianu, which could be a reason as to why they don't want a national a sovereign candidate like Călin Georgescu to assume office, the presidential office. It's a bit more complicated than that. I don't see just the military aspect of it, but I see the economical one. Pertaining to our natural resources and the way we use and exploit these resources, or should do, in our own interest. And Brussels has huge interests in when it comes to countries' natural resources, especially with the new economic changes that they're preparing, which will essentially try to unify all of the European capital markets, which essentially means 2 or even 3 speed types of European Union, where some markets more in the developed countries will benefit off of the resources from the less developed countries, almost free of charge if you want.